Iran thing is a little bit, it's sad. And Syrians attack killed 33 more people. Were killed Sunday in Syria's 14-month-old crackdown on opponents of President Bashar al-Assad's rule. Now, here's what I've heard. Syria is asking for Americans' help, and Americans have been denying because we don't want to get involved in this. But I just also found out that in Syria, the peacekeepers are just can't do anything. They're just they're doing what soldiers there have to do. They have to. The Syrian soldiers are just pretty much hurrying up and waiting, and that's what they got to do there. And that's what the peacekeepers are doing too. Yeah, and so that's really sad. And I was just wondering, what do you guys think? Should we help them, or should we just stay back and watch this all unfold? I hear that an Afghan peace council member was assassinated. His name was Malavi Arsala Rahmani, and he was yesterday was Veterans Day, and it's a day where we remember all of the veterans who died for us. And I just saw this story, and I thought I should tell you guys about it. As the country heads into Memorial Day weekend, there are still almost 1.5 million U.S. soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines deployed in war zones or combat missions worldwide, and the 3,000th coalition service member, a U.S. sailor, has died in Afghanistan. I'm going to read this full story to y'all. Washington, CNN. As the country heads into Memorial Day weekend, there are still almost 1.5 million U.S. soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines deployed in war zones or combat missions worldwide, and the 3,000th coalition service member, a U.S. sailor, has died in Afghanistan. So far, more than 64,000 U.S. servicemen and women have died in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and at least 48,000 more have been wounded. Like, this is bad. War is not good, and it's just sad to see that all these people have died for our country, and it's good that they died for our country, but it's sad that even on Memorial Day, when we're supposed to remember everybody, that we're sitting around here and doing YouTube videos or just playing video games, and people are out there risking their lives for us, for our freedom, and it's just sad. And I'll tell you more of the story. Here's a look at the numbers behind the sacrifices of American military veterans of current and past wars. More than 7,700 members of coalition troops have died during the wars of Afghanistan and Iraq. Almost all of them, about 6,400 are U.S. troops. 593 number of troops from Britain who had died in Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Britain was the second highest number of fatalities behind the U.S. states. Africa for Coney, and we're still looking for Coney. Barack Obama, I think, brought the troops back, even though a lot of people told him not to. And I don't think there's anybody over there anymore, so they're just not helping. So leave a comment about that too. Should we go back over there, or should we just leave it all alone? But yeah, back to the story. 160 number of coalition servicewomen have died in the Afghanistan and Iraq wars. I thank everyone who has gone into the service and done it and helped keep our freedom. And I thank all of you. So yeah, it's really good that not a lot of them have died. A big chunk of number have died, and I bet some of them are your family members and stuff, and I feel extremely bad for you. And I really, really am sad for you who lost their mothers or sisters or aunts or grandmas or whatever. And I bet they were. I know that they were good people if they were in service. So anyway, 143 number of U.S. servicewomen who have died in the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, and that's a that's a mixture. The 160 was a mixture of all the servicemen. So again, that's a really big number, and for all you people watching this out there, I feel really bad for you, and it just hurts me to look at the number of people that have died for this. Like, war is horrible. It's killing everybody, and I just hope that it'll eventually stop. So, back to the story. At least more than 48,000, that's the number of U.S. troops who have been wounded in the action during the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, according to the Pentagon. The reason I'm doing this is because because my vlogs weren't doing too good, and I really don't like vlogging. But there's this one channel called SXC Phil. It's called Sexy Phil. And his name is Philip DeFranco, and he has a news show, kind of like what I'm doing here, only his is better. And he does different stuff, and he's good at it, and he doesn't have to look it up on it. Well, he looks it up on his computer, but he has it all memorized by the time that he's done. So Phil, if you're watching this, it's really cool, and I like your channel. Anyways, I got this from him, that there is a law somewhere, I don't know where, I forget where it was, and it's telling people that they can't text and walk on a sidewalk, because they don't see where they're going and stuff, and it's stupid. So I have a couple questions for today. Should we help Syria, or should we stay back and let them deal with it themselves? I don't know if the Ugandan, if we brought the people from Uganda back or not, but if we did bring them back, should they go back or should they stay here? And help the Ugandan people find Cody. And another thing is, I want you all just to sit down and think about all these people who have died to keep freedom here in America, and all the people who in the other countries who have died to keep their freedom, and to hopefully that wars have ended. And think about it. There could be people out there that you don't even know. Just need to think about them. Okay, last question is, should the law be that forbids texting and walking be around, or should it stop? It's the